Hey there, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Gaming4Justice. Hi everybody, it's me, Maiamama. So, I'm working on this game. I'm working on coding chapter 2, a final test. I already wrote it. I wrote it a long time ago. It's just a lot of work and I have been otherwise occupied, you know? So, I thought I would work on it on the stream. Okay, there we go. Let me. Let's actually do a quick test, just so that I can see where I'm at. We can start at the beginning of the game. As you can see, it's a really big game, and we're gonna click test, and then let me show the page. There's the game. Let's take a look at that. And this isn't exactly how it looks on itch. The first chapter is available on itch, and that's not how it's going to look on the website like this. This is just the code and what I have so far. So first things first, I'm going to turn off my music. And we're just going to go. Okay, so chapter 1, day 1 of forever. Remember sound effects? I have sound effects on my thing. All right. Mina wakes up suddenly, and the familiarity of her room calms her. She sits up with the choice lingering before her. The aroma of breakfast wafts in from the kitchen, and her phone rests nearby, laden with work emails from her lab. There she is. Wow, what a weird dream I just had. Oh well, never mind that. Now, what should I do first? Should we go check out what the smell is in the kitchen? Look at how that highlights. Look at that. Or should I check my work emails first? Let's go see what the smell is. What's that scary sound? Mina enters the kitchen, excited to eat, only to confront the chilling realization that she lives by herself. Wait, who's cooking? She hears a voice. Mina, check your email. There's a sudden burst of white light that blinds everything, shattering the moment. Let me start all over again. Right here we have our variables. I don't know why it's all the way out here. For some reason it looks like it's not. Oh wait, no, yeah. Email set at 1, time loop is set at 2. Okay, so same thing. And now let's see, this is different. This is different than this is what it said before. But this is different. I'm starving. I have to see what that smell is. As Mina walks towards her kitchen, a sense of deja vu washes over her. A bit quicker this time, she recalls that she lives alone. She moves cautiously, and as she walks, she notices a stranger mumbling to themselves. Get it together, Kwame. Let's just hope she reads her emails before she gets out of bed. What is going on here? Look, she's mad. Mina, read your email. You'll repeat this until... There is a sudden burst of white light that blinds everything, shattering the moment. Now we start all over again. If you'll notice down here, we have time loop value 3, the number 3. Email still set at 1 because we haven't gone there. We haven't, and we don't have any errors, so, that's a good thing, too. She sits up with a choice lingering before her. The aroma of breakfast wafts in from the kitchen, and her phone rests nearby with work emails. She had a weird dream. She thinks she had a weird dream. It's like, what is going on? I know I've done this before. So we're going to click on that. Mina remembers that this has happened before. She just wants to see if she can learn anything more from it. Even more quietly this time, Mina watches as Kwame input. Let's see what square we're in. We are on breakfast 3A. So watch this. Let's go to breakfast 3A. And it says here, even more quietly this time, Mina watches as Kwame inputs information into the strange-looking smartwatch. Sorry, whoops. There we go, back to the game. I've been assigned the task of ensuring that the mother of time travel actually invents it. I'm confident I can accomplish this. It's my final temporal proficiency trial before becoming a full-fledged time agent. I'm the mother of time travel? Shocked, she reaches for her phone to check her email. Oh no, I forgot my phone in my room. Mina, why won't you just read the email? There is a sudden burst of bright light that blinds everything, shattering the moment. Yet again, we start all over again. Mina awakens suddenly, and the familiarity of her room calms her. She sits up in a choice, blah, blah, blah. We've done this. Okay. I'm the mother of time travel? Maybe I can get more information if I go back to the kitchen. So now we're at time loop value 4. And so that means, so if you look at the actual code here, you see breakfast 1. Oh, you can't actually. Let me see if I can get this to. I'm in the way. No, that was wrong. This. So you see breakfast 1, etc. Can make this a little smaller, can I? There. But anyway, you see breakfast 1, breakfast 2, breakfast 3, and breakfast 4. And this is number 4 because this is our 4th trip through, and this is the start of number 4. So let's keep going. All right, so I'm the mother of time travel. Maybe I can get more information if I go back to the kitchen. Mina, despite being fully aware of the time loop, ventures into the kitchen once more. This is weird, and I don't know why it's exactly sized like this. I honestly don't know. Look how that. Can you see how it highlight, like the whole page highlights? I don't know. Unbeknownst to her, the cumulative effects of her repeated choices destabilize the timeline, leading to the catastrophic destruction of all known life in a sudden and irreversible event. Oops. In the fleeting moments before oblivion consumes her, Mina's realization dawns with clarity. She should have read that email, a simple act that could have averted this outcome. So I wrote this in a style. I don't know why it says 6. It doesn't matter. I wrote this in like sort of a dramatic style that reminded me of choose your own adventure novels. If you've never read a choose your own adventure novel, I recommend you go do that. They're fun. A blinding light erupts, fracturing reality into shards. You'll notice here that this is the same white light, blinding light, but it's slightly pixelated. And now it's broken. Time breaks. And then nothing. Nothing ever happens again. Cool, right? Then the game resets because the universe died and now it's resetting. So we start from the beginning. This time we're just going to go through and get the emails. We're going to check the email first. It says, before getting out of bed, Mina opens her email app on her phone and sees an email with a subject line. Now, I did all this writing, typing like this on purpose. Read as soon as you can, as soon as you wake. Very urgent, from someone named Kwame. She's not sure she should click on the email. Now, we can delete it and then time resets again. That's what happens here. Or we read the email. We're just going to read the email. The email reads, Dear Dr. Ashuru. That's Mina's last name. She's Dr. Mina Ashuru. I trust this email finds you well. My name is Kwame Ashuru, and I bear a revelation that will shock you. I am your descendant from the future, and my existence hinges upon your pivotal accomplishment, the invention of time travel. The balance of time itself is at stake, and it is most important that you heed my instructions exactly. Head to your home office and look inside your fan fiction folder. Finish the equation, and you will be successful. I know that you are hungry, but that smell is coming from the neighbor's apartment. Now we know, so we don't have to be curious, right? Deviate not from these instructions, for your survival and the future course of time rests upon your adherence. With urgency and hope, Kwame Ishuru. I can't believe I misplaced that file. All right, so now she goes to her office. I made this office, like I put these images in. So like, cause she likes this book by Octavia Butler. She likes Octavia Butler, so I have Dawn, and then I have Kindred, and then I just have this picture of 3 black ladies, and then this picture of a black lady. That's her computer. Mina found her work, and these are all images that I added into like a flat background, because the background just had these shelves and a blank screen on the computer, and so I added the extra stuff to give her home office a little bit of personality. Mina found her work on her in her fan fiction file on her computer, as she was instructed to by Kwame. Hear that? That's cool, right? Then Dr. Mina Ishuru finishes the equation that has had her stumped for months. For some reason, this morning of all mornings, everything just clicked into place, and she knew what needed to be done to complete the equation that unveils the path to time travel. I wrote it this way so that because I didn't think that, I didn't want I didn't want anyone to give her the answer. I wanted her to already have the answer. It was just like, because you know how some days you just don't know until you do? That's how this is. I've done it! Energized by her success, Mina orders a cheeseburger, savoring the simple joys that accompany monumental discoveries. Later, in the time lab. I did it! I passed my final! This is, the supervisory agent boss lady. A demi. Well done, agent. You made it. It was touch and go for a little bit. What would have happened if I failed? We do this exact test hundreds of times a year, Agent Ishuru. If you failed, a senior agent would fix the timeline. Although there was the chance that all time could have ceased, which happened. Remember, we played that. I'm like, what? But that didn't happen. Obviously. It was harder than I thought it would be. Well, you did great. The timeline is stable. Nothing can go wrong. She's right. Everything's perfect. Now let's go to your ceremony, or let's go to your promotion ceremony. Congratulations, Gumshoe. He says, what's a gumshoe? Keep in mind, Kwame lives in a future that's further forward than us. So like, kids these days don't know what a gumshoe is. Imagine Kwame not knowing what that is as well. What's a gumshoe? It's from an old game where you travel through time to find a time criminal. It's on the nose. Let's get you all set for your first day. There's still a lot of paperwork to do. See the pixelizing? As the senior and junior agent stride towards the door, the room undergoes a disconcerting transformation. Objects dissolve into thin air and before their eyes, signaling a disturbance in the time lab. Panic sets in as the fabric of time itself unravels. And see, it's more pixelated now. Agent Ademi, her form flickering with instability, understands the gravity of the situation as she begins to fade from existence. Kwame, you must return. The timeline is collapsing. Act swiftly before she can finish, she vanishes. He heeds her warning, activating his time device, and moves towards the event horizon, determined to find the cause of these changes. But just as he enters, There's a brilliant flash, and everything plunges into darkness. Oh, who's that? He says, "At last, I'll get my revenge. This time." I'm hilarious. End of chapter 1. And now, there we go, chapter 2. I don't have a picture for this one yet. Dr. Mina Shiru, inventor of time travel, has just fulfilled her destiny. So now what? See, I'm trying to fix this. I don't know what this is. Like, it's just really terrible and makes me grumpy. So, and this is, we're at afternoon 2. So let's get some work done now that we've gone that far. Okay, just 1 second. Oh, I need to get you on so that you're looking at the same thing as me. And we're at here we go. Sorry, that was afternoon 2. What if I did... No, let me see. Let me think. I'm going to think. Let me look up something really quick. I was going to play The Walking Dead, because I have the definitive collection of The Walking Dead, and I was like, oh, that would be fun. I'll play some Walking Dead. But then I started working on this, and I was like, oh, I want to keep working on this. So that is, that's what happened. Sorry, big yawn. This. Boom. And then we have to make, watch this, we're going to make a new one, and it's called Afternoon 2A. So let's rename it. Okay. And it is tagged. It would have to be Office, I think. Yeah, it's definitely Office. And then for 2A, I'm just like cutting it in half. Okay. Now, we're gonna go from the end of chapter 1. Test from there. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. All right, let's see. All right, so now what? There we go. She's unlocked the power of time travel. A tremendous responsibility. Yet she remains uncertain about how to wield this newfound capability. Give me 2 seconds. I just need to take a screen cap of this, because I don't know why it looks like this, and it just bugs me. But okay, she's on like da da da, and so now what should she do? Let's reread the email. Let's check that email again. Maybe there are details that I missed. Uh, the email appears on screen, then fragments, and now it's broken. So, oh yeah, it's broken. So we have more. We still have more work to do. So let me. Oopsie. Let me get you seeing what I'm looking at. There we go. Now you're looking at what I'm. Now you're picking up what I'm putting down. I have a separate document that is like my workflow document where I have like text and I'm splitting things up and stuff like that. It's how I like to do it. Hold on. Doo-doo-doo. All right. I'm turning off my camera for a minute because my nose is itching and I don't want to scratch my nose on camera. Boop. Give me a sec. So what I need to do is go to the CSS and that's a style sheet, and I have to, sorry y'all, find the office one. Let's find the office. Say, these should say cover. So let's see how it looks. Because, yeah, like all of these, with the exception of the, looks like it was just the kitchen and the bedroom. Okay, any more? All of these. Man, I hope this is good. It's 150. No. Why are you so big? I like that I have a story tag that is called Unstable Bee. It just makes me feel good. Makes me laugh. That's what life is all about. Just finding those simple joys. All right, so now we've changed all this. So let's check out the game. Again, we're going to redo. Sorry, let's close this. We're going to close this and we're going to start at the end of chapter 1. Test from here. Hold on. Getting there. Where is it? There we go. I was like, what is happening here? What's going on, man? Alright, chapter. Okay. See, look at this. It's so small. What is that? Yeah, see, that didn't make any changes. Like, I see nothing different in that. Huh. Can't believe. How strange. Okay. Give me a second. Worky work work. I wanna work, work, work. I gotta work, 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 work. Oh, where are we? Where was I? Oh, I was turning my camera back on so that you can see me. Now, let's see. Oh, whoops, hold on. Let me. So I've been running this through an AI engine to check for errors, and I need to do that real quick. So I go to the build, I go publish to file, and I call this final test code so that I have it separate as separate from the game itself, and then I load it into the engine that I'm currently using. Then you don't need to see. Just trust me. Okay, so it's checking for mistake. Like, one of them I made a mistake because I accidentally added a space at the beginning of the title. Like this, for example, it was like afternoon, but actually what it was space afternoon, which changes how it's read, like on the computer. And so space afternoon is different than afternoon. Even though when I'm reading it with my eyes, I can make the adjustment, the computer can't. The computer can only do what it's told to do, you know? Um, so it looks like the fix that I need to make. Let's see. This would be for the afternoon 2. I think it said afternoon 2. A. Yeah, but you're not adding in the spaces. Do you paste spaces? There we go. What's going on? Okay, let's check out what this looks like. We're gonna... This is... Hold on, this just says test. So if I click this... Okay, so stick it right there. And show you all what we're working with. Okay. Oop. Go away. There we go. Oh, you started at the beginning. Okay. We're just zipping through this. We're going to check the work email because we know that that's what we need to do. Read the email. Oh, look. Now the email shows. That got sorted. Cool. And see, again, look at this. It's like I need to put more spaces to make the whole page show, I think, is what it's telling me, essentially. Can't believe I misplaced that file. So that needs more spacing. There's the thing. That needs... So all this needs more spacing. And then because this has more spacing, you can see more of it. There's not enough spacing, so you can't see it. Okay. Now we see the entire time lab, which I like better. Okay. And you did good. Blah, blah, blah. We do this test, la la la, what time, but that didn't happen, and you did great, and you're a gumshoe, and you got shoes on your gums, and gums in your shoe, and then time destabilizes. Then we got this mysterious bad guy who is hilarious. Spoiler alert, I don't think he is that hilarious. Sorry, my picture went away for a second, didn't it? Now we're gonna go back. Here, so now what? And this is like, okay, unlock the powers of time travel. And then this looks way better. Way easier to read. It fills the whole thing. So, I don't even know what I have. Let's reread the email, okay? And see, I need more spacing so that we can do this. Now this email, let's see. And then it fragments, and then it says email glitching 3 doesn't exist. And I'm like, did I? Oh, because I haven't written that far yet. I was like, what's going on? Like, what even is that? So, we're fine. That takes us to... Wait, no, that's right. Oh, there's supposed to be an email glitching 3 here. Or does this go to... Hold on. This says... The email appears on screen. Then fragments. And so it shouldn't be going to email glitching 3... Because if I check my document, my code document, I don't even think. I think that was like a misprint or something like that. Oh, no, it isn't. I just missed it. Alright. So let's make it easy enough. Let's make some space for it. Because I really like these all up in a little line and in a row. I don't know. It just makes my brain calm. So, oop. We gotta add a little space in between. Ooh, see that? I don't like that. So we gotta move everything down one. And let's open this, and it is called Email Glitching 3. I write the code in a document, in like a Word document, before I actually do anything. Like in here, in Twine itself. I write it out. So let's see. And then fragments. Right? Also, what did you do, Maya? That's 1. And that's 2. And that's 3. And I'll go back in there really quick as soon as I get these where I want them sitting. Okay, 3 should go to... Sorry. See, I copied and pasted the wrong one. Email changed. Email changed takes us to here. And so we actually have up into email choice path. And then we go to the lab. There's also this going to the park, but we haven't gotten there yet. It's not done yet. So let's start at reread the email. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to say test from here, and then let you all take a look-see, and we'll see where she is. Okay, appears on screen, then fragments, then reforms. What's happening in the email? It's changing. Time is changing. And then I know I have a different image here, and I can... Yeah. This is the string. Unstable. Samesies. String. It says Yomina. That's casual. Kwame here. I know, wild, right? I'm your future kin, stuck in this messed up, unequal world. Listen, your time travel thing is a big deal for us. Things are gnarly here, like capitalism gone bananas. You gotta hit your home office, find that fanfiction folder, do the equation. Seriously. I smell your neighbor's grub too, but ignore it. No joke, Mina. This is life and death. For real. For all of us. Stay solid, Kwame. So this is a different version of Kwame, and it's the same message. It's just written in a different way. Now, like in the background, I can hear this. I can see the way I wrote it before, which is I wrote it like to sound sort of like chat GTP sort of fanciness of speech. You know, like my existence hinges upon your pivotal accomplishment, the invention of time travel. The balance of time itself is at stake, and it is most important that you heed my instructions exactly. Like those type of like deviate not from these instructions, for your survival in the future course of time rest upon your adherence. But in this one, he's like, just do it. All right, here again, something off. This is email reaction. So it's like, I don't like. Let's see. So now what's next? So we got to fix some of this formatting. And then it's like, let's go to my lab. And then that's all we got. We don't have any more than that. And then also, maybe walk in the park. We don't have anything there. There's nothing there. And that's what we got so far. Um, yeah, so shoot. Let me just get back to that page real quick so I have something to reference. Because I was like, all right, and I just closed it. Okay. So maybe I should just start. I could just start at the beginning, you know. And do something like. Just. That's the first page. Looks good. Second page looks good. That looks good. That looks good. The bedrooms are fine. So let's see in the game code what I have in the bedrooms as the difference, which is start. Okay, I have this big space here. Oop. Okay, we're gonna copy this, and then we're just gonna make sure. Oh, that's just sound, so that's fine. Okay, and now we're going back to here. So we can click through the story. Go see what the smell is. The kitchen. So let's go to, this is breakfast 1. Breakfast 1 has the spacings. Let's just, we're gonna, so you can see it. It has the spaces. Let's see, 2 doesn't. So what I do, what I'm supposed to do is, there we go, and I'm gonna paste. And now what I'm gonna do is start the test all over again for breakfast, and see, we'll see if breakfast 1A looks normal. Nominal. Okay. So that's good. We're going to breakfast 1A. Or 1. Sorry, no. Well, 1A. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, see, this is short. So we're going to see if we can make sure. Now we'll see if 2B, 1B, rather, has the same spacing. All right. 1B does have the spacing. Let's see if it has all of the spacing. Oops. Uh-oh. Now Control V. Okay. And that's 1B. So now let's go to here. I'm gonna test from here so that y'all can see that yet. Also, I need to close these extra, like all these extra tabs open. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! What happened here? Okay, let's try starting. Just test from here. Okay. All right. Then we go. Okay, that fits. That fits. That fits. All right. So we're gonna go through. So And this is just part of the job. I'm just going to go through every single one of these things and make sure that they are all formatted with enough spacing in all of them. So that is just, so I'm going to turn on this music. And I'm just going to, like, get to it. Let's see, that one doesn't have it. I'm going to copy to make sure I have the correct number. Paste. That's C. Or that's, yeah, that's C. D. Oh, weird. Okay. There's 2A. 2B. Just want to finish all of the breakfasts and then we'll check all the breakfasts. I really hope that I am not like doing all of this stuff and the whole thing is going to look like garbage, which is actually the main reason why I'm just going to do the breakfast ones. Because if just the breakfast ones are wrong, I can fix it. I will have to, I can't click undo, because it won't let me. But see, like if I go here, can't undo what I did. That's right. E F G. All right, now we're at breakfast 4. Where are we? For A, 4B. Back in my hometown, there was a restaurant called 4B's. And they have really good tomato soup. Alright, let's start the test from there. Hold on. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Let's move it over here. Okay. That fits. These all fit. Okay. Okay. Which one is this? Breakfast to be. Kind of annoying to start all over again, but we're clicking through fast. Okay. Okay. Okay, that worked. That's what that little test size was. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my camera again because my nose is itchy. So that little sample size of just doing the breakfast, that worked. So we're gonna go ahead and continue. Okay, I did that one. And I did that one. I didn't do this one. Growth. Ha-cha-cha. Ha 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 ha. Oopsie. Want that big. Man. All right. We haven't even gotten into chapter 2 yet, so now we're in this. Unstable A. Unstable A. Unstable B. That's so rude. Okay. Pardon the noise, folks. The final. It's darkness. I'm hilarious. Okay. Okay, so we got chapter 1 done. I think. I mean, I think it's like formatted well. Here's the funny thing. It might look like garbage. We might have to start yet again all over again. But this should be uniform. This should give it a more uniform look. So there we are at an hour. I hope you enjoyed watching me work on Twinery and work on my game. Check out my link tree so that you can... Here, let me turn on the camera. Hi. Check out my link tree so that you can find the game so you can play the first chapter on itch.io. You can find links in the chat on Twitch and in the show notes on YouTube. And I am putting some other links in the chat on Twitch that are all in the show notes on YouTube. So you don't even have to look at the chat on this replay. If you are not watching this at the time of when it was made, but isn't it fun makeup? It's a little shiny. It's a little shinier than I thought it was gonna be, but I like it. And I got my hair done. That's new. So there's that. Everything's in here. Let's do that thing I do. So the first thing I usually do to say goodbye is I turn off my camera, and then we play that Calling of Justice music, and then I say a few things, and then I say I love you, and then I say bye. I'm gonna model that for you. So first I go boop, and then I go Thank you so much for joining us. Gaming4Justice is a Calling of Justice production. I'm your host, Maiamama. For more information about me, check out the link in the chat and the show notes. That's linktree/Maiamama. And special thanks to our executive producer, Claudia Alick. For more information on Claudia and Calling of Justice, check out the links in the chat and the show notes. That's linktree/Calling of Justice. And sign up for the Calling of Justice newsletter. There's a link in the chat for that and in the show notes. If you want to get involved in the Calling of Justice community, of information in there. And if you want to join One Free Community, which is an incredible digital third space that I host a weekly event hangout in, you can join, and there are links, and there's a link in the chat and in the show notes for that as well. All right, everyone, that's the thing. And then I say, what was it? Oh, right. Okay, I love you, but bye.